Hello everyone, this is Kamlesh Mishra of MSc first year second semester. Today I am going to present my topic which is R. A. Fisher, Civil Right and JVS Haldane Theory of Evolution, that is modern synthetic theory of evolution. If we talk about evolution, there are few questions that arises. What animal did humans evolve from? How life evolved from a simple single cell to a complex multicellular organism? Many scientists came forward and gave their thoughts and formulated a theory for evolution. But the most accepted theory is the modern synthetic theory of evolution. This theory has been formulated by considering and discarding different concepts of different scientists regarding evolution. This theory mainly accounts for the changes occurring when the allele frequency of the population changes. Darwin's theory fails because the main drawback was lack of knowledge of genetics. It explains the survival of the fittest, but it does not explain arrival of the fittest. Darwin's failed to recognize the source of variation in the population, which is ultimately mutation. Darwin knows about the mutant. He used the word spots for that. He also said that spots and discontinuous variation, these do not have any evolutionary significance. But then we studied in the Hugo de Veray's mutation theory that the one single large step can also called mutation. Unit of evolution is population. Actually, evolution is the change in gene pool, and the gene pool is the sum total of all the allele in a population. This theory is the modified form of Darwin's theory of natural selection, so it is also called Neo-Darwinism. This modern theory states that the variation which happened at the gene level are only inherited and accountable for evolution, not all the variation as held by Darwin. The modern concept of evolution is the synthesis of Darwin's and Hugo de Veray's theories, so it is also called synthetic theory. The synthetic theory is the result of the work of many scientists, that is T. Dobzhansky, R. A. Fisher, J.V.S. Haldane, Civil Right, Ernest Mayr, and G.L. Stebbins. This theory has the following postulates. First one is gene variability, second one is natural selection, and third one is reproductive isolation. In addition, some other accessory factors affect the working of these three basic factors. One is migration, another one is hybridization. Migration of organism from one population to another, and hybridization between races or closely related species. Both of these factors increase the amount of genetic variability available to a population. Genetic variability postulate says that in a population there is a gene variability. That means in any given population there are variations that exist because of certain genetic changes which are present in that population. The causes of gene variability are mutation, recombination, hybridization, genetic drift, and heredity. Mutations are the sudden heritable changes which occurs due to permanent change in their genotype. Mutations can be chromosomal mutations or gene mutations. Chromosomal mutations refers to the changes in chromosome number or its structure. So chromosomal mutation can be categorized as morphological aberration or numeric mutation. In morphological aberration, there is change occur in the morphology of chromosomes. It is caused due to addition, deletion, translocation, and inversion. Numeric mutations are caused by the change in chromosome number. These are of two types, aneuploidy and euploidy. Aneuploidy is the condition when there are fewer or more chromosomes than normal. Examples are monosomy, nonlisomy, trisomy, and tetrasomy. In monosomy, it refers to the absence of one chromosome from a pair of chromosomes. Example is Turner syndrome, that is 44 plus X. Nonlisomy, it refers to the absence of pair of homologous chromosome, that is 2n minus 2. Trisomy, it refers to the condition when an extra chromosome is present. Example is Down syndrome, that is 2n plus 1. Tetrasomy, it refers to the condition when there is addition of two chromosomes, that is 2n plus 2. Euploidy, chromosome number changes by a set. If one set of chromosome is changed, then it is called haploid. If it is changed by two sets of chromosomes, then called diploid. Likewise, triploid, polyploid, etc. are there. Gene mutation, it refers to the change or mutation in a particular location or a particular point or a nucleotide. It's called a point mutation. It can be due to addition or deletion of a nitrogenous base, or it could be a substitution of the nitrogenous base. Addition or deletion of a nitrogenous base results in a frame shift mutation. Recombination takes place during crossing over during meiotic cell divisions. The two homologous chromosomes undergo vertical splitting, forming sister chromatids. The non-sister chromatids cross over and exchange their genetic material is called recombination. This is also responsible for gene variability. In hybridization, two species are crossed and the offspring which is obtained is called hybrid, and this hybrid shows variability. Genetic drift, there is the elimination of genes or alleles of certain traits from a population due to by chance events like diseases, some natural calamities, etc. It dramatically alters the gene frequency of the remaining population. This is called genetic drift. It is also known as allelic drift or civil right effect. It is always seen in small population. As you can see in the image, that in one generation, two brown beetles happen to have 4 offspring, survive to reproduce. Several blue beetles were killed when someone stepped on them and had no offspring. The next generation would have a few more brown beetles than previous generation, but just by chance, these chance changes from generation to generation and are known to be as genetic drift. Heredity, characters are transferred from parents to their offspring, also contributing to evolution. Second one is natural selection. The organism which is selected by nature is strong or better adapted to its environment is selected by nature, and the rest are eliminated from the nature is called natural selection. This was emphasized by Darwin. But actually natural selection means differential reproduction. Some members of a population have genes that enable them to grow and reproduce at a faster rate. When such members reproduce, they will give more offspring. This will contribute a greater percentage of gene to the next generation. If differential reproduction continues for many generations, genes of the individuals which produce more offspring will become predominant in the gene pool of the population. This leads to a change in the gene frequency of a population. Some phenotypes within a population are better adapted to some environmental changes and hence are more likely to survive and reproduce than other phenotype. A common example is an industrial melanism, a phenomenon depicted by peppered moth. Peppered moths are commonly found in England. Originally, they were light-colored moths living on the light-colored lichens that covers the trees. Their light color effectively camouflaged them from predators. During the Industrial Revolution, coal powder plants emitted both sulfur dioxide and soot. The sulfur dioxide killed off much of the lichen while the soot darkened the light-colored trees and stones. Light-colored pepper moths stood out brightly against the now darkened background and were easily picked off by birds. Meanwhile, the darker colored moths live longer and reproduce. Third one is reproductive isolation. Reproductive isolation is the prevention of interbreeding between the population of two different species. It maintains the character of a species but can lead to the origin of new species. This can be achieved by geographical isolation, temporal isolation, and behavioral isolation, mechanical isolation. Geographical isolation refers to the separation of groups of related organisms by physical barriers such as sea, mountain, desert, river, etc. Temporal isolation is the failure of two species to interbreed because they breed at different times of the year. In behavior isolation, it prevents interbreeding of two groups due to differences in courtship and mating behavior. And last, mechanical isolation. It is the difference in size or structure of genitalia between species that makes interbreeding difficult or impossible. So, from above the discussion, we came to know about the modern concept of evolution, which is the synthesis of Darwin's and Hugo de Verai's theories. Thank you.